So starting the test drive of this GX460, with it being a naturally aspirated V8, pickup is pretty good. It feels good. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Like the driving dynamics, just in terms of the steering feel, the acceleration, and the brake pedal feel. Now with this being how it is, it doesn't necessarily like to redline unless you put your foot all the way down, which I don't necessarily like that, but I feel like most people in this segment will appreciate that. It kind of accelerates more luxuriously, if you will. But definitely recommend the premium package if you can get your hands on it for similar money to maybe what a base model is, because this wood grain just feels fantastic. I love having that. And you can get the luxury package, I believe, but I mean, this is more than enough for me. And honestly, under just light acceleration, the sound acoustics in the cabin are pretty good. I want to see how quickly this shifts though. So pretty quick up and down. But it is kind of confusing. I'm used to shifting the other way for downshifts as opposed to upshifts. So you downshift, you actually pull the lever down. So let's give it some throttle here. So again, a pretty strong V8, and having that trusty 6-speed automatic is nice. And you don't get any special cruise here, so we don't have adaptive yet, we don't have lane centering, but we do have blind spot monitors, which is pretty helpful. But I'm doing about 65 here. And pretty solid ride acoustics, just in terms of the overall smoothness. Wind noise isn't overly prevalent, road noise isn't overly prevalent. Just very easy to drive, very comfortable. Very Lexus-esque in my opinion. And I will say, for a 115,000 mile vehicle, this still feels like a new GX460 to me. Now granted, a 2014 new GX460, but I'm not feeling anything out of the ordinary. Not noticing anything that might have gone out or got worse over the years. Now in terms of the price point, this is still not cheap. I'll leave a link below in the description, and I'll also leave the actual price as of when this video is posted. But like most Toyotas and Lexuses, these don't necessarily depreciate like other vehicles because they're known to have such a long lifespan. And this GX460 is no different than the rest of the lineup. So again, in terms of how this vehicle drives, I like that it still feels luxurious. It's still relatively quiet in here. And who knows, maybe in 10 or 15 more years, when this has 250,000 miles on it, somebody will decide to make it loud and put big tires and skid plates and all that stuff on it. But that's what makes these so great, is they can pretty much last a test of time if you want them to. But I feel like this will still be somebody's soccer mom vehicle, or maybe a commuter for somebody who doesn't mind getting 15, 16 miles per gallon for fuel economy. And that's totally fine, because it's still a Lexus. And it still feels like a Lexus even to this day. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a Lexus, still drives nice, still feels nice. And again, it still has a lot of life left in it. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2014 Lexus GX 460 Premium.